like my, you know, my daughter mother, you know, she can really touch on this. She knows that one thing she can't say if she can't say nothing else. You know, she don't want for nothing. And of course, I got to show her tough love. You know, even like with her business, you know, with her stores. We got plans on opening a couple of more stores. And you know what, I'm gonna use my new money. You know, I gotta use the new money.
Is that hard going into business with family and friends? Is that hard to keep that, you know, that business relationship and, you know, obviously your personal relationship? Well, like sometimes, I mean, like you said, sometimes you got to show tough love.
Yeah, like
as far as the
like,
business aspect.
Of course, because we close. We extremely close. Meaning that I'm not gonna say that she always supports me. She always comes to the boxing gym no matter what, 3 or 4 in the morning. And of course, we all know. It doesn't matter who. We understand that boxing come first in every household, because this put us in a position to have the businesses that we have, or this put us in a position to make the money. I mean, this was the money maker. Boxing was the money maker, and we use that money to make smart investments to make more money. So that comes first.
But how do you keep it first? Because I know a lot of other boxers. I don't want, you know, Adrian Broner is a perfect example. Sometimes he can get off track and forget that boxing should come first. You know, I mean, we've talked about it in the past.
It has to come with. I think that I was in a different situation. You know, I really wanted to surpass any and every champion extremely bad. I really wanted to surpass any and every champion extremely bad. Whether it was a champion from the past to the champions that's going to come in the future. I wanted to be the best, just hands down. But I wanted to do it the honest way. I wanted to work hard. And I didn't want to take no shortcuts. You know, I wasn't happy with just making $1 million. I wasn't happy with just getting a couple $100,000. I wasn't happy with just a Mercedes. I wasn't happy with just a Bentley. Those are materialistic things. Even though we strive for the finer things in life, that don't make me who. That don't make me. Meaning that materialistic things don't make me. I just like the finer things in life because I work so hard to have the finer things in life. But I also understand there's a time when you say, you know what, this is it, and I understand right now, this is it. I can't push my body to the limit no more like this. I can't.
You said that you weren't happy, and that was kind of your drive because you constantly wanted to be the best. Do you feel like you're happy now? Like, do you feel like you've surpassed all those legendary champions and achieved everying that you wanted to achieve?
I want to say that even though I wanted to surpass every champion, somebody still had to pave the way for me. Somebody had to. So that's why I respect all the legendary champions. You know, like when I was able to box Frankie Randall, you know, the first guy to ever beat the legendary Julio Cesar Chavez. When I was able to stay at Frankie Randall's house with him and go jogging with him, I really, really appreciated eating breakfast with him.
That is so good.
You know, he bought me my first pair of Versace glasses.
Wow.
You know, those things I would never forget.
Yeah.
You know, Lou Duva, and Shelly Finkel, treating me good and treating me nice. Those things I would never forget.
That's crazy.
You know,
That's crazy.
You know, and just I can remember when I was I went to Virginia Beach to Pernell Whitaker training camp, and I went there with Omar Sheikha.
Okay, yeah, I remember him.
Omar Sheikha, Zaya Rahim.
Yep, remember him.
Zab Judah.
That was a squad right there.
Yeah, bomb squad.
Yeah.
We was in Virginia Beach. I flew to Virginia Beach. I remember we went to go, I never shot paintballs before. We went to shot paintballs. After we shot paintballs, I think we came back to the hotel, went to bed, had to wake up, had to run. We jogged in the morning. Then we had to go to the boxing gym. That's when I said, they're gonna see what I'm made of.
Ooh. I was about to say, you still like that. Still like that.
So, when I got to the boxing gym, I couldn't wait. I couldn't wait for them to say, do you want to spar? Do you want to box?
Wow.
And they said, do you want to box? I was like, yes. And I looked around. Even though I had some boxing stuff, I looked in a corner. There was some gloves that was kind of worn out. And guess what gloves they were? Winning. So, you know, all the fighters that's boxing in winning gloves, and all the fighters, when it's time to compete, when they're fighting in Grant gloves, I'm one of the pioneers. I am one of the pioneers, you know. If you go back and look, I'm one of the pioneers. Go back to the 90s, you look at my training camp when I was fighting. All my training camps from back in the day, I was wearing winning. But, you know, the best gloves to fight in a fight is Grant. That's my preference. You know, to each his own. Not knocking any other brand.
Sure.
Not knocking any other brand, but talk about my preference.
Yeah, that's crazy that you still remember all those moments.
I can remember every moment. They flew me, I was flying first class. I think I was like, first time I flew first class, I probably was 16, 17. First class. I think I was flying private. I was flying private early too. I think I was flying private about 18, 19. I was flying private. First time I flew private.
I think I was
But you know,
39.
There's certain people I would never, you know, forget. Lou Duva, Shelly Finkel, Don Hill. Just everybody played a major key. Everybody played a major key. You know, I'm not here to knock anyone. I'm blessed way beyond belief.
You're more mature now.
A lot more mature. I'm older,
Yeah.
and so I'm not. Like I said before, I'm not the same person. Because you have to grow mentally. If you don't grow mentally, you're not growing at all.